Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Mannie, and today I'll be finally bringing you the long-awaited attack mission tier list video. Now, apologies for the delay. I was supposed to upload this a couple of days ago. However, the new Tsunade that came out, the War Tsunade, literally changed the whole tier list. Like, the ability to regen chakra over time has made some of the units exponentially better. And as you can see, I've created a double S tier, asterisk tier, because Tsunade is literally that good as a support. Probably one of the best supports in the game right now, due to chakra regen over time. And this tier list is basically, this bracket is basically just for shinobis that work exponentially better with Tsunade. Which is why, again, the tier list video is a little bit delayed, but better late than never. Now, before I get onto this tier list video, I do want to give a couple of shout outs. First of all, to Gabai. He also started YouTube. He gave me all the icons for this tier list video, so shout outs to you. And obviously, go check out his channel. As you can see, he's smashing out Leagues videos. He is a data miner, apart from Crom. Crom is the OG data miner, but Gabai also data mines behind the scenes. And I want to give a shout out to my guildmate, Shikamaru, or Hokage Shikamaru. You can check out his channel as well. This guy is the biggest whale. I think he spends 10,000 shinobites every single banner. So he's got so much sauce. He's got like 100% ailment resist shinobis, whatever. If you want to see the highest whaled account in the all of NxB, I assume, I recommend to check out his channel. Let's get Shikamaru and Gabai to 1,000 subscribers. While you're doing that, oh my god, I didn't realize I was this close to 5k, but I'm close to 5,000 subscribers. So leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you do enjoy my content. And without further ado, let's get on into this tier list video. So, in the double S tier category, nothing much has changed up here. Obviously, we have the GOAT, the Sage of Six Paths, Kankuro. We've got Edo Itachi, which also could be better than Kankuro with this Tsunade, but I mean, he's good without Tsunade, so double S tier as well. And last but not least, I have neglected this shinobi for a very long time, but I can no longer ignore him. It is Jubito. Jubito is honestly insane. Now, Jubito again is still to me a slightly bootleg Kankuro, but I cannot underestimate Jubito's power levels. Like, he is very, very, very solid by himself, without any supports as well. But yes, so recommended kits. Kankuro, as always, you just need the 4-star re-kit jutsus and the ultimate. That's all you need. You want the default jump to be able to jump around. Nothing has really changed from Kankuro. He is still the best main in the game. However, in contention, and some people may argue that Edo Itachi could be the best main in the game, and I wouldn't blame them. Especially with the addition of Tsunade, this boy will have chakra regen over time, as well as massive heals. And he already has resistance to like every single nature with this Yada Mirror. Edo Itachi could definitely place above 6 Paths Kankuro for a lot of shinobis, or a lot of players in the game. Because again, trap clear, chakra regen, plus with Tsunade even more chakra regen, a shotgun jutsu, and an incredible ultimate. Itachi is again still the one of the best attack mission mains in the game. And last but not least, Jubito, which I do have to talk a little bit about because I've always put him in S+ tier, but with the recent changes in the meta of NxB, Jubito falls in perfectly because his ultimate can restore his health all the way to max because it's got regen over time. So if you do mess up, you can just ult, as well as the fact that this ult you can instacast, and it's a very quick cooldown ultimate. With the combination of this truth-seeking sealing little laser beam he shoots out that regens his chakra, as well as does defense down, which allows his teleport, as well as the it's a teleport plus a damaging jutsu. It's like a damaging iframe slide to pretty much one-shot any shinobi in the game. And with supports, you can imagine how good he really is. What I will say is he is not as good as Kankuro, and he's not as good as Edo Itachi, but he's still deserving of the double S tier just because his power levels and his ability to just take on fortresses by himself compared to a lot of the other roster He's definitely deserving of the double S tier. I have ignored him for a while, but I will no longer ignore him because I've seen what he can do, and he is definitely very, very deadly. Kem, you will definitely like this one. But anyway, moving on to the... Actually, I'm going to put the units in the S plus tier first, before I move on to the double S asterisk tier, because this is with... basically, I'm going to write with Tsunade. With Tsunade. Okay. So the double S plus... Well, no surprise, War Tsunade is up in here herself. Absolutely amazing. Hokage Naruto. DMS Kakashi. Rin. If I can find the Rin. What? Okay, her head is massive. Okay, here's Rin. Heavy Sasuke. Kimi Maro. Yes, some new faces. Glad y'all can see those. And where's Indra? Last but not least, Indra. Indra, why are you hiding from me? Y'all must be screaming at me because I'm blind, but I literally cannot see where he... Oh, there he is. Shebang. Alright, so before I move the Shinobis up into the S asterisk tier with the Tsunade as support, let's just talk over the S plus tier as a general category. So, bang. As you can see, the newer additions. Because, again, last tier list videos, these guys didn't have that... Well, Hokage Naruto didn't have his re-kit, and Kimi Maro and Heavy Sasuke weren't even in the game. However, these units are very, very good. So, Hokage Naruto... I mean, I don't want to talk too much about Hokage Naruto, because you're already seeing on my channel why I thought he was double S tier, which he's actually, spoiler alert, going to move back into the double S tier with this Tsunade Shinobi, because the chakra sucking traps were a huge detriment to Hokage Naruto. However, because Tsunade can regen Naruto's chakra over time now, he no longer has the chakra issue. So he's back to business, being an incredible trap clearing main. The best kit obviously is the full re-kit, plus his Shadow Clone trap clear from the old kit, as it is his main damaging jutsu. And everything else, I've already said, full tire ultimate, 60-second cooldown, even lower, you can get to 50 seconds, ridiculous. Half tile trap clear, iframe plus large attack buff plus knockdown, it's just ridiculous. Moving on to a newer Shinobi that has been added to the game, it is Kimi Maro. Now, I would definitely not have recommended to someone on Kimi Maro, because he doesn't get a surprise attack mission boost for Sam. So it's kind of not really worth your Shinobites. But if you are a somewhat of a whale, then Kimi Maro is a definite nice addition, not only to your fortress defense, but as an attack mission main. He's got an incredible trap clear that puts up his bones, and that can actually trigger the final room. So you can actually gate crash with Kimi Maro. On top of that, he's got a defense down jutsu, as well as a shotgun with these little bone pistol bullet things. And the defense down plus the pistols is actually pretty deadly. The defense down coming from, I think, the trap clear, and then this little spear that he does has paralysis on it. So yeah, so he's incredibly powerful, and his jutsus do a lot of damage. Burst, ultimate is almost full tile. It's like War Gaara's Sand Pike. This range of this ultimate is ridiculous, and puts bones on the ground afterwards as well. So you can imagine that Kimi Maro is an absolute monster. Do not sleep on Kimi Maro. He is very good. Last but not least, of the newer Shinobis, we have Heavy Sasuke. Now, Heavy Sasuke is kind of like a bootleg Kankuro, because he's got Seal, he's even got Paralysis, he's got his little teleport, and he's got his trap detection. So he's actually very good soloing. The only slight issue with this Heavy Sasuke is his ultimate range is pretty poor, but aside from that, he's an absolute monster. He can take on fortresses like no other. You can bring supports and make him even better, because with Tsunade, like I said, his chakra, he doesn't really have chakra issues because his jutsus don't even cost that much, but with Tsunade, it just makes him, you can just spam this like candy, and it's super deadly. It's very easy to maneuver as well because you will be able to see where all the traps are. And trap detection is actually not as bad as I had originally thought it was, because it actually requires a lot of skill to trap detect and maneuver and manually trap clear with shinobis with trap detect. But yeah, that's enough jibber jabber. Moving on to the second part of the double S plus tier. Bang! Rin, DMS, and Indra. However, DMS will be moving up to the double S tier with the Tsunade. More spoilers. But don't need to talk much about Rin. She's the same old. Trap clear, gate crash, you win. Pretty simple. Indra has actually slightly... I don't think I've actually talked about Indra on a tier list video. But yes, Indra has actually been very, very solid for a lot of people, because not only can you gate crash with him, you can also insta-cast his ultimate if you do bring supports and clear a whole fortress. This ultimate is literally a one-shot in the final room. Like, you can't even iframe this ultimate, because you insta-cast it, then you walk in, and then before the shinobi can even use a jutsu, this ultimate puddles and kills him. So, Indra, very slept on main, and he is still very, very solid as an attack mission main. And last but not least, DMS Kakashi. Again, you can look at my older attack mission tier list videos to see my thoughts on Rin, DMS, and whatnot. Nothing's really has changed. Instacast ultimate, trap clear, that is insane range. He's even got a speed buff, as well as a paralysis that can take out genjutsu traps, pots, and whatnot without the assistance of KLM Naruto. But like I said, because of the introduction of this Tsunade, we will be moving Hokage Naruto as well as DMS Kakashi to the double S tier, asterisk tier, because with Tsunade, they are just on a whole nother level. But what I have not talked about is the newer Tsunade. So this will round off the tier list, because I'm not going to really cover S tier. You can just check my previous videos, but I will be filling up the S tier. So yes, anyway. Tsunade. Why is she S plus tier? You will soon see why, because I will be uploading a video on Friday or Saturday, probably over the weekend, of not only solo, but with a team. And I'm going to be showing you how to play Tsunade with a team and have a 100% success win rate. It's going to require somewhat skill and a lot of cheese, because Gate Crash Tsunade is one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen in this game. So, her ultimate, it's like DMS's ultimate, so you can insta-cast it outside and just kind of just lunge yourself in and kill pretty much all the final room except shinobis that iframe. But sometimes you can clip a Rin or KLM. I'm not sure how it works or the interaction works, but you can actually kill KLM and Rin before they can even do anything, which is even more ridiculous. This healing jutsu it gives herself the Shizune buff, which is amazing, as well as the ability to detect traps, which is just ridiculous, because you can just manually trap clear and not use this kick. This kick is actually, do not think of this kick as a trap clear jutsu. Think of it as a damaging defense down jutsu, because the damage you can do with this jutsu in combination of the slug is ridiculous, because this applies defense down, and this has a large attack buff with the slugs, as well as a chakra regen, all the other BS shenanigans that Tsunade provides. But yes, the combination of this large attack buff plus defense down from Tsunade allows her to pretty much burst any squishy down with 2 jutsus plus her regular attack. And for tanks, you can just either decide to ult them or just combo them down with her regular attack, because her regular attack actually has the same knockback effect as Rinnegan Sasuke, which is very, very spicy, because not many people have that incredible rolling knockback in their attack animations, and Tsunade is one of the few shinobis that do. And of course, I have Hokage Naruto's head and DMS Kakashi's head here, because they love Tsunade as a support. They're like, oh my god, Tsunade, you've made me back into the double S tier. But that about rounded it for the S plus / SS with an asterisk with Tsunade tier. I'll be moving on to the final tier, and I will be just quickly covering this, because I won't really be talking or showing the recommended kits, because these are just the slightly not as good shinobi, but you can still find a lot of success with them, don't get it twisted. So first, we do have the 1010. her trap clear, still absolutely amazing. The range is ridiculous, but the problem is Tenten only has one jutsu and it's just trap clear, so that's the only problem. Once she gets a real re-kit, Tenten could be an absolute monster. 6-pass Naruto, again, kind of an issue with his trap clear because the range is ridiculous. The range is not ridiculous, and your subs can get split if you don't trap clear properly. But 6-pass Naruto, still a massive, massive threat. Do not sleep on the 6-pass Naruto. We also have Tamari with the trap clear again. Pretty much all the same concepts. With their trap clears are not as impressive as the rest of the trap clear shinobis, and they have, again, a few more flaws than the rest, but you can still find a lot of success with these shinobis. Who else do we have? Minato, the Edaminato. Now, like I said, Edaminato, you can definitely solo a whole base with Edaminato and whatnot, but compared to Jubito, as well as Kankuro, his soloing capabilities are just not as not as potent as Kankuro or Jubito, because if you make one mistake with Edaminato, there's no alternative. You can't even gate crash with him because his ultimate does not allow him to gate crash, because it just don't work out that way. But Minato with Tsunade, however, funnily enough, Minato with Tsunade, you could actually pop him in the S+ tier, but just as on his own or whatnot. I'm not going to complicate this list too much. Edaminato, very good, but just not as solid as the rest of the cast. And I think that about does it for the... Oh no, I almost forgot. Adult Sasuke. Adult Sasuke has pretty much the exact same kit as Edaminato, but he has a better ultimate, but a worse status, if you will, because Edaminato does confusion and slow down, which is essentially a seal, whereas Sasuke only does paralysis. But apart from that discrepancy, Sasuke has a way better ultimate because it's a 50-second at level 8, 50-second cooldown ultimate, which is ridiculous, and it's full tile, just like Hokage Naruto, so do not sleep on that. Whereas Edaminato's isn't full tile. But yeah, Sasuke is just not as threatening as Hokage Naruto, because they kind of screwed up his trap clear. His trap clear jutsu is actually not as good as a lot of people make it out to be. But with Tsunade, this Sasuke is definitely up in here, just like Edo Minato. But again, I don't want to complicate the tier list. But yes, that about does it for the Attack Mission main tier list video. For those of you out there who are new to my channel, I do only tier S tier and above characters because these are the best in the game, and I wouldn't really recommend maining all these other shinobis. While I do think you can definitely have success with, someone like Rinnegan Sasuke, or someone like, Tobirama, per se, because they do have very, very good kits. They're just not as solid as the rest of these shinobis, and I just want to recommend and tier the best of the best in the game. But, yeah, that about does it for this tier list video. Comment down below your thoughts on the current Attack Mission tier list. If you would change anything, let me know. I always do like to see other people's opinions. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Tsunade Attack Mission Showcase on the weekend, so be on the lookout for that. Hit the bell notification and all that good stuff, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.